chat with Rolling Stone. The Pirates of the Caribbean star, 55, smoked cannabis and drank wine as he talking about the breakdown of his marriage to Amber Heard, the death of and the loss of his estimated $650 million fortune. He opened up during a visit to London with his band, which also stars Alice Cooper and Joe Perry.